Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I am here for Mobile Suit Gundam. Last week we watched episodes 3, 4, and 5, so this week we're going to watch episode 6, and only episode 6. No, I'm kidding. We'll probably watch 6 and 7. We watched 3 freaking episodes, so let's do a little bit of a wrap-up, talk about what happened in those 3 episodes. First, we decided, pretty good call by Lieutenant Bright Noah, to hold a bit of a vote and decide whether we would attack Char while he was resupplying and getting more mobile suits to fight us with. And we did, and we used some cool strategy, like get the sun behind us so that it's really hard to target us, and bring in the gun tank that can roll around on the surface of the moon or asteroid or whatever. It was an asteroid, and shoot a bunch of people with a bunch of things, and it would have been utterly perfect were it not for the sacrifice and noble battle by Gundam, who blew up. He exploded, but he got them their suits and stuff. After a mixed victory, mostly a victory over Char's forces there, we turned to try to find some respite at Luna 2 Station and found out that we're all being court-martialed and are all under arrest for being civilians using top-secret military technology. After some serious convincing of some of the leadership there, and a really insane but very Char attack plan by Char, we fled Luna 2, with it kind of exploding in the background behind us, sort of, and made our way back into the wide open space, heading toward Earth, at which point, minutes before re-entry to the atmosphere, Char decided once again to pull off something insane, and sent himself and some other dudes, out in suits to fuck our shit up, and try to destroy us, and sort of sandwich us between fighters and combat and stuff, and atmospheric re-entry, and it super worked. It worked really well, except that apparently the Gundam is bullshit and has anti-heat saran wrap that made it all for naught. So we landed kind of on Earth, safe and sound, but Char had a double, triple, quadruple plan within the quadruple plan within the triple plan within the double plan, and managed to force us to re-enter Earth's atmosphere above Zeon-controlled territory, where his homie of some degree, don't know how homie they are, a blue-haired boy who likes to twirl his hair named Garma, is lying in wait. And given that this episode is titled Garma Strikes, I assume that Garma is going to strike. He's been informed that Char is on the way, and I assume that he wants to, put a ribbon on his, whatever you call the thing where army people put their ribbons, and take out some white base and take out some of the good guys and move up in the ranks and prove himself and all that jazz. We'll have to find out if Garma can be a cool enough villain to equal the legacy that Char has set over the last 5 episodes, because Char has fully, caused the plot of the entire show so far. It's his attack on the base. I guess really it was Jeans and Denim and Slim who, fucked up and attacked them when they were just supposed to be doing recon, but still they were on a mission sent by Char, and then Char has been chasing us and nipping at our heels through the entire sequence. So we'll have to see if Garma can live up to the expectations that have been set for villainy in this universe. Also, just being kind of rad, because Char is kind of rad. I don't know that Garma's gonna be able to be as rad. Char's just really cool. He's fucking handsome and strong, and he leads his own missions, and he does crazy shit that actually works. And basically is only foiled at every point by plot armor or cleverness on the part, or pure luck on the part of our good guys. So I'm kind of rooting for Char. He's kind of a beast. He's super badass. We'll have to find out whether he's actually badass or if he's got some dirty secrets, I don't know. But yeah, that's sort of where we're at. We've landed on Earth. We should be safe and sound, but we're not. We are over Zeon-controlled territory, and we know it, and they know it, and they are coming. So let's watch episode 6 of Mobile Suit Gundam and see what plays out here. I assume Garma is going to throw some bad guys at them, and they're going to survive. Just a guess. I know that's at the simplest possible level. But I would love to know more about Garma. I'd love to have some cool animation, and utilize the fact that we're on a planet to make it feel different. Maybe some land battle, because we haven't really had any like feet on solid ground battle since Side 7, and Amuro was a total noob on Side 7. He barely survived that battle, and only because the Gundam is so fucking badass. So there's a lot that can happen here. Let's watch the episode and find out what happens here. So I've got episode 6 of Mobile Suit Gundam, still the Zeta Rebel version, still using the same subs and all that jazz, up and ready to go. It's at 0 seconds. There will be 2 versions of this reaction video, picture-in-picture version available in the description, timer-based version up on YouTube, beep beep timer to count you down, early access on Patreon, like, comment, subscribe, fuck off, whatever. Beep beep timer, let's go, let's watch some Gundam. Still got the best run. I hope whoever the bassist is for that intro got paid well, because they groovy. What can I say except they groovy? All right, welcome to Earth. Oh, right, I forgot about the fucking intro. Shit, we're not on Earth yet. We're still talking about sides. And died. Yes, yes, yes. Boom. Uh-oh. Pew, 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 pew. Shit. I love that the ship has a helmet. Just has a helmet with the eyes in the... terrifying. But not terrified enough to stop. Or not horrified enough to stop. There's a difference. Sorry, I don't mean to fuck up your eardrums. White Base. What up? Huh, what are those lights? The Gao. Cool, cool. Oh, that's the capsule. That was quick. Got him. Sweet. What up? Yo. It's a special ship, my man. Left-handed handshake. Weird. Mm-hmm. Opportunity. No. Cool. How are you gonna calculate it? You have no idea. Fully wants to prove himself and to prove himself to Char. Oh, your older sister? What? Hot? Sorry. Sorry. Okay. Load everything up. Get some practice. Got to. Yeah, man. Trying to get better. Wait, really? It's fully done? Did he actually maintain it? Or is he lying? Oh, this motherfucker. What's his name? Maple? March? Something like that? Yeah, little one. Go kick him. Go kick him in the shin. Alright, go kick him in the shin, dude. Hey. Oh, you made her cry, dude. This guy sucks. The Dops? They're called Dops? Whoa, that was sweet. Hold on. 600 missile. Your orders are stupid. Yeah. I like the way that faded in. That was great. Thanks a lot. True. All right. Dude. Shut your fucking face, dude. Offered for duty. Wait, what? We have more than one core fighter? Hambru? The Guevel! Oh my god, the names! They're great! Hamble. Amazing. It's a bait. It's a trap. That's a trap. We know. We're aware. We're not trying to let them have it. Some cool scenes. Some cool zooms. So we're putting the Gundam's cockpit into the gun tank, and then we're leaving some core fighters. So this is our ability to switch parts in the gunpla, right? Okay, cool. Sick. Sick. What up, Frau? He's still working. So are we just gonna sit on the edge? Or... Cool. That's fair. All right, man. Again, we've got this tension between orders and stuff. Ah, ground forces. Cool, cool, cool. Are we just gonna full drop out at 300 feet above the ground? All right, battle begins music. We're just dumping. Okay. We got little jet booster things. That's great. Sweet. No, it's a gun tank. Nyom, nyom. Bakoom. Did his practice pay off? It did. Ba-boom. Ba-boom, boom. Mmm. Shit. Shit. They got tanks too. Pajala attack. Cool explosions. Deal with it. Yeah, what if we win, though? Yeah, that's right, motherfucker. I really don't like him. That was a cool little run around the corner from Sayla. Hell yeah, Sayla. Wow, you're like good at this. It's crazy. Shit. We are taking fire. Hmm. Hmm. How do you switch? Okay, how are they gonna switch though? Ooh. But what if you fight alone together? Okay, so we have to go up, all the way up, and do a swap in port. Shit. Yeah. He might have been right. Mmm. But he wants to protect. Some cool character stuff going on here. It's kind of a cool ship design, too. Oh. Oh. No. Nuh-uh. That's just a one of them. Well, a different suit is about to pop out, my man. Mm-hmm. Okay. So again, there's like a boundary, like a finish line. Oh, you gotta run between tanks. Sick. That's so much cooler, honestly. Was that Kai? Oh. Chug your G Fuel. Go! Become a gamer! Sorry, I do not recommend G Fuel. Hard do not recommend. What? What? I love you. What? I didn't say anything. Sweet. Yeah, they're really powerful, and also the people wielding them are dope. Dozel. These names. Nah, he doesn't lead the charge like you do. He's not like you, man. Whoa. Some sinister stuff. Friends, huh? Wait, what was going on with him? Wait, why not? She's really good. Oh. My man's... She could have her opinions. And they might be really useful to you. Uh-oh. Alright, we're good. Thank you. Oh, that's cool. Damn. Wait, what? Oh, shit, the fucking tops pop off like they're little fighters. That's so dope. I feel like a gun that large would fully cause problems for flight. Oh my god, that's actually a rad design. Why are the bad guy designs so much cooler? Oh, because they're not trying as hard. That's why. Oh, 3 Zakus. What you gonna do? Oh, you're just gonna explode them instantly with your beam gun. Yep. I actually love that cut in. Holy shit. The little triangular frame. Reminds me of like old school comics. Come on, Amuro. Ooh. Ooh, he's getting battered. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Finally take the advice. Sweet. I love the color shift. Holy crap. Just drop the stuff and go for a roll. Hello. Do you know how to judo? Oh, we did that before. Was that even full reuse? I don't know. We fully did that, but what? Whoa, Shinji. Whoa. Going full Shinji. What the fuck? New dance. The Gundam. Fuck. You're a monster. Oh boy, yep. Full Shinji. Stop it, dude. Holy shit. So yeah, like a full week of running away from enemies who are trying to kill you without rest seems to be taking its toll on him. You doing all right there, Amuro? Think you need a hug from Frau. I killed them. I killed them all. Hey, Char, come on. Come on, Char. Now's your time. Oh, okay. We need more enemies. We need more suits and stuff. Yeah. Honestly, good move. Okay. We'll see, man. Might be more cost than you can handle. It might cost your life. Let's connect with the resistance. Yeah, but how? Thanks. Yeah, fuck that guy. Hey, hi. You doing all right there, man? You kind of snapped a little bit. Can somebody go give him a hug? Frau? Hug? No! No! Hey, squad. I don't feel so good. Shit. He's becoming dark. He's not acting cool, Kai. You fucking dingus. He's freaking out. He just fully lost it, my man. Hello, chillins. Oh, sweet. Oh, Haro, you always know what to say. Oh, it didn't work. No, not even the children could help. Yeah. Yeah. What's up, man? What's wrong with you? How many of these character moments from Amuro were redrawn by Yas? All of them? All of them. I assume all of them. I assume every single fucking one. What's so great. You can really see all of the seeds of Shinji in this episode. Oh, I love it. I actually love it. The strain that this puts on a young man forced into this position. Perfect. This is a cool cool landscape. Cool style. Oh, is this the resistance? No, this is their base. Cool. With ruins on the outskirts. Oh, they got one of those dope rain shower things. Hey. He kind of did. Yeah. Woo! Yeah, you've mentioned her a couple times. Hmm. Hmm. Ha 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 ha. Man service. All right. Hey, you know what? Oh. Oh, what was that twinkle? Char, what the fuck? Are we gonna introduce Caecilia? Is she the worst? Does she go, oh ho 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 ho? She sounds like the type of character that would go, oh ho 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 ho. Oh, fuck, buddy. You're not gonna have time to mope. They're gonna attack again, my man. All right, all right, all right. Preview. Boom. Ooh, sleepy boy. That's a problem. This episode is super cool. Second half with Amuro's sort of, I don't know, breaking a little bit. I don't know how to read all of it emotionally, but he's had a hell of a week, you know? That boy has been fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting. And the expressions and expressiveness of this whole battle, the things that sort of get to him, the idea of splitting them up constantly and his own stubbornness, it's like he's having a bit of a breakdown from which he will probably emerge a much stronger like team player. But it's really stellar, and the fight scenes are really insane as well. Like him running around, waving the swords around, and full slicing through these guys is awesome and terrifying. Some fantastic cuts of fantastic cuts, interspersed with these really emotional shots of him inside the Gundam going hard. This one stands out to me more than any of the others. The way that it splits apart as he runs through the pieces here, boom, and it explodes behind him. It's pretty freaking sick. Amuro, you're fucking metal, dude. Holy shit, you okay? And he is just like one hand. So this is a great scene I love, because he's just like one hand on the wheel, screaming as he drives his convertible down a mountain road. Ah! What a scene. What a fucking scene. A deeply emotional, character-driven war battle moment that just leads to Garma turning around and leaving and walking away, right? There's this interplay between these two characters that's and their attitude toward combat, and how Amuro is fully on the front lines. And then there's also the interplay between Char and Garma, where Char like leads things on his own. But then there's this moment of somewhat sinister, like, it's not even sinister, it's just pure pragmatism with no room for friendships to matter coming out of Char. When he says, like, oh, I had expected you would lead them into battle, and then either you would be killed in battle, which would be helpful to my plans, or I would be able to something or other, which would be helpful to my plans. Like, fully just using Garma, his good friend and whatnot, as a stepping stone. Really interesting stuff. And the first, like, definitely not good behavior from Char, right? Like, neutral evil behavior from Char. Really, really interesting. So they have a weird handshake. Garma does some peace signs, which is cool. The subs continue to get fucked up. I don't know what to do about that. And Char does fully tell him that this thing is serious business, right? Like, they have a significant fighting strength. I got bopped by it 5 times over the course of the week, and you'll probably get a Zeon medal if you are able to get this thing, right? The Zeon Cross. So he fully warns him. He fully tells him what he should expect. We see that a lot of the people, Hayato especially, are working hard in order to get better, in order to survive, in order to do the same thing that Amuro was doing a couple episodes ago, and just improve. And it's fantastic. I love this. I don't know if I'm supposed to believe Kai. I guess I am, right? I guess I can't just pretend, right? She says, Kai, aren't you responsible for maintaining the tank? And he goes, yeah, I already did it. It's done. So I guess he's already done it. So I guess he's kind of competent, and he's just kind of a dick. I don't like him still, but we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. You know who I really don't like? This motherfucker right here. I understand that he's the commanding officer, and he's trying to take control here, but come on, man. Ugh. I'm in command here. And then he does the thing. He basically does an Iraqi style kick the dog by yelling at the child who is the good child who we love. You done fucked up. You suck, my man. You're the worst. I love this missile, the first missile of the whole combat, and how it boom. Just the moment before it lands, something about the style of it feels really, really good, really cool, really scary, and that's how missiles should feel. It's great. Okay, so we get Hambrus and Gwevels and Dops and Gao attack carrier and Zaku's, of course, starting to get the idea that Tomino's naming schemes are insane and ridiculous, and I really like them. I like them a lot. So the whole deal with swapping the parts out is, of course, because you could swap the parts out, right? They want you to be able to be like, oh, I take my pilot out of the gun tank and I put him in the Gundam, and now it's the Gundam. And be a child, and I think that's fine. I think it's pretty cool. It also makes for a pretty cool set of scenes in this episode. why we have Amuro pilot the gun tank when there are like 3 other people who have been shown to be capable of piloting the gun tank. I don't really know. Why isn't it Kai? Why isn't it the other dude who pilots the core fighter? I don't know. But it is what it is. It's fine. So, yeah, you just shoot down as many enemies as possible. So, we get advice, and I'm going to wait for the subs to reset here because I think it's important. Right. I have to disagree. Think about it. The enemy is after white base. So, he tells them we could move away from white base and split up the enemy's fire because, like, he's right that they want both. But the enemy is primarily after the white base. So, I don't know. It's reasonable to assume either, and I think Amuro is not wrong, and I don't think Hayato's wrong here either. I think both of them have pretty good ideas. One is to split away from the white base. I do think just standing with the white base and all of its firepower seems to make more sense, but who knows? I mean, it's, again, this is strategy, but it's also plot. It's also writing, so it can happen however the authors want it to. But he kind of shuts Hayato down. Hayato, you just shoot down as many enemies as possible. We don't need you thinking, man. We need you shooting, which is kind of dismissive in a not so great way. Like, Hayato comes up with this idea that's pretty good strategically. You might be able to, like, it might be reasonable to say, okay, we're going to try staying with the white base at first and see if we can shoot more of them down. And if that doesn't work super well, we can draw them off as a plan B. But he just fully shuts him down, right? Like, you shut up and just shoot down as many enemies as possible. Stop talking, which is kind of shitty. It's kind of shitty. It's not good. So the gun tank's descent is kind of ridiculous. I guess it's already using the thrusters, right? As it comes off of the platform. Otherwise, it would just tip off the platform and fall flat on its face. So I guess it makes sense. But it's pretty cool. And, what is that thing? It looks like, oh no, it's a tank with AA guns that's fully shooting us out of the sky. I actually really love this full pan sequence as we pan up with the laser beams and then the explosion and then the ships fly by. It's really cool looking to me. And Hayato is doing as he was told, and he is exploding bad guys. Ground forces incoming. These tanks are pretty freaking rad. The fact that their main gun is attached to a fighter plane that can detach from the tank it's super duper sick. It also doesn't make any, like, mechanical sense because I have to imagine that a gun with a bore that large attached to a fighter plane that small would be like, I'm driving forward, boom. The recoil would be a problem. There's no bracing, right? Like, there's this part of the reason the tanks are so big and fucking heavy is because they have a big, heavy fucking gun, and so they need that in order to brace, and they still rock backward. I mean, we watched Gup. We watched Girls in Panzer. It's still a super duper rad idea, and I don't really care about the physics that much because it's awesome. Yeah, retreat, fall back. No, turn around. Aren't you going to retreat? God, this guy. And that's insubordination, but Bright hits him with, well, if we can make it through, will you be satisfied with that? So, fine. Like, let my success speak over the fact that I'm, like, ignoring your orders, because he is fully ignoring his orders. And that's not the only bit of communication that starts falling apart here. We start getting absolutely battered by the ground forces and the flying forces, and Hayato knows it. We're positioned right near the white base. They're going to keep throwing more enemies at us, but we can't leave them. We have to defend the white base. So what do we do? And we get the orders. Go out in the Gundam. We can't combat these things. And he has this sinister thought, maybe it's easier to fight alone. Maybe. But does that mean it's a better idea? I don't think so. So interesting, we swap out and he has to run, and he's feeling wonky, feeling weird. Okay, so Garma stuff, chug a nutrition drink. This is all I can do for you, but nope, thanks. Appreciate it. I love her. She's great. I actually really love the way that he spins into the cockpit. Zoom. Super good. And off he goes in the fighter, and off the Gundam goes. It's always like this. It's not like I'm doing this because I'm overly confident. And it's not. It's not. Okay, so Zaku's inbound. Boom, boom, boom. And then this. Of course, Garma's having a hard time. Yeah, we failed for serious reasons. They're pretty good at this. And he's just saying that because Garma is failing with more forces, the Admiral will recognize that I didn't fail because I suck. It's because they're too powerful. Right? Is Garma piloting a mobile suit? No. He could die in battle against the Gundam, or I could step in and save his hide. That had been my plan, but very sinister. Position himself. Okay, love the lighting with the waiting, and Amuro being a little antsy here. And I don't understand what is happening to Hayato here. What is this? What's going on? We can't hear him, so it's just weird. Just a weird moment. Sexism. Maybe you should. Maybe you should ask a woman how you should fight. If only Bright had been clear at the outset. Grr. So off we go. And he's off balance from the beginning of this fight, right? He's off balance psychologically and physically in the Gundam, right? It all tracks together. So that's pretty cool. And then there's super fighting things, but he doesn't end up fighting alone. He ends up trying to save people, and that's pretty cool. I like that a lot. So, bastard. Shoot him. And they start shooting him. I love this cut in. It makes it feel like, because it's pointing directly at the suit, it's like an old comic book style cut in from the side into a bigger scene, and it's rad as hell. I love it. What ferocious power! And off they run. Great. So they start focusing fire on Amuro. He starts taking a beating. Gets kind of knocked, maybe unconscious, I don't know, for a moment. The lights change, things are bad, and Amuro snaps. They're not going to get me, no way. And as he goes, all right, let's do it, we snap the colors again. He drops the shield, drops the gun, goes for a full barrel roll into judo, pull your throat out. Insane. Shot reuse, but cool. Explosions as fuck. And he goes off with the sword. Boom. Some really cool cuts. And these get super emotional as he's charging through, freaking the fuck out. Eyes gone red, just waving the sword around wildly, but then cutting through bad guys like crazy. Again, this is probably my favorite cut of the episode, and my favorite cut of the episode, because hot damn. Amuro, you are brutal, my man. You are out of your gourd. You are flipping the fuck out. And he ends up at the end of everything with an empty landscape behind him or in front of him, and Garma just flies away. And Amuro feels like shit. This whole sequence is pivotal, making Amuro feel, I don't even know how to read him completely. Whatever he feels after going into war and feeling that, like, bloodlust mixed with the need to protect himself and to protect his friends, mixed with everything, and just the way that we frame this so it looks like he's walking toward Frau, and he's not. He's just walking through her, just walking past her. And he walks past all of them, and Kai goes, oh, he's looking all cool. Shut up, Kai. You don't fucking know. But it's here. It's with the kids. Yay! We did all this stuff for you. And even Haro is like, good job, Amuro. You did great, Amuro. Amuro doesn't feel like he did great. Amuro feels like shit right now. Amuro is done skis, and it's all in his body language and in his facial expressions. He just wants to roll over and put a pillow over his head and curl up and be in the dark and be nowhere for a little while. And that's a very, very human thing to feel. We get a little bit of Charman service with some shower scenes. Hell yeah, gotta love it. And Amuro is a sad boy in his bed. Intradasting. Okay, gotta look this episode up on the Sakuga Buru. So let me go do that. Oh my God, GK, why did you do this? Why have you done this to me? Holy shit. Look how many fucking cuts are up here. Oh my god. Okay, let me grab all of the cuts first. Let me grab all of these first, and then we'll go through all the yellows. So then I'll grab all the yellows in the next tabs. Cool. Sweet. Artist unknown, but probably redrawn by Yoshikazu, by Yas. Big explosions. Yeah, shooting stuff, exploding stuff. The Gundam reacting to incoming fire, more explosions, rocking back and forth as these big explosions go off. It's great. This is from the wrong episode. This is mixed in here. We never saw this. So, oh, that's the swirling on in that I liked. Whoop. Super cool. And strapping it up, super cool. Getting prepped, super cool. And all of these little moments inside and outside the cockpit. And I love, though, they really do make it feel like a big, floating, like, heavy thing that's using thrusters to stabilize itself. Sort of similar to the scenes in Iron Man 1 where he's trying to get himself together, right? Getting the balance right and getting this to feel good has got to be tough, man. It's got to be tough. And it works. It's good. Okay, I love that first missile still. It's so good. It's so cool looking. And all of these scenes are really cool looking. This big zoom across the big diagonal pan is awesome. More crazy cool explosions. That one in particular is really stellar. I mean, look at it. That's great. All of the debris work in there is awesome. And then the flybys from the others and the gun tank, and that's great. So this is where he dumps the stuff, does a barrel roll. Unknown and Yasuhiko, so that makes sense. Some redraws, especially on like the faces and stuff. The rip, the shred, the pull, the run, the scream, the full, ah! Crazy. Literally crazy. Amuro going bonkers. Corrections by Yas at 4, 20, 21, and 24. So here, yeah, 20, yeah, and 24 as he's in here. Yep, the facial expressions. Let me see what this Imgur is. Okay, it just shows those corrections themselves, which is great. Super cool. Awesome. Okay, onward. And that's one of those. Thank you, GK. You can see G. Kalai posted this 7 hours ago. GK, you're doing this for me? GK, you're too nice. You're too kind. Oh, fantastic. Oh, fantastic. He put them together and gift them. Amazing. Right, that's as he swings up. And with the debris and the shots flying off of him. Fantastic. Awesome. Oh, so awesome. So dynamic. The big sweep back pose. It's great. So these are both yellow, so this isn't like a specific correction. Or at least we don't see what it was before it was corrected, but it's demonstrating to us that all of these highly emotive scenes of Amuro in the Gundam, like freaking out a little bit, are all Yas work, which tracks. Like, of course it tracks. Yeah, again, hyper expressive. So much work done in the eyes. So great. Unfortunate again that we don't see the alterations being made, but that's okay. Angle shift, great. Looking up. Cool. Making Garma come to life. It's important. And yeah, there's no way that you can look at the scenes of Amuro like getting into bed or getting out of the Gundam at the end or rolling over in bed and not think that it's Yas directly drawing them, right? Like they just are. They are his style completely all the way through. Okay, so here's one of those corrections. A lot of cleanup. immediately obvious. The angle of the feet and getting them right is immediately obvious. Just getting the proportions and the scale and the look and the feel of the Gundam proper, immediately obvious. And the same down here. You know, scaling the like cod piece portion differently, scaling the gun differently so that it looks different and looks right, making it more expressive, more right, more correct. Fantastic. Okay, the strap up moment, which we saw in that clip, as he's getting ready, and then as he just waits and waits and waits, and the tension builds within him. Super cool. And some more great Yas stuff. You can really tell the difference between like, oh, Yas drew these, and somebody else drew these. They're just so right. They look like the Gundam, whereas the other ones look like somebody drawing the Gundam from memory. You know, he just defines the style of the show. He just completely defines the style of the show. It's amazing. It's genuinely amazing to me. Okay, cool. That's all of the Sakugaburu clips for this episode. I think this episode is pretty rad. There's some great combat in it. There are some great emotional character moments that we'll have to see where they end up going. Like, we're not 100% clear. At least I'm not 100% clear, and I don't want to infer something that isn't completely implied, right? I mean, obviously, Amuro is under a lot of pressure and under a lot of stress, and he's trying to figure out how to operate in this team and how to operate as a warrior when he's literally a child, and how to like go out there and kill people in order to survive. But it's hard to read exactly what emotions he's feeling because he's not letting anyone else in on them. So we as the audience aren't let in on them as well. We just see Amuro being sullen. And so I'm hoping that we expand out on that a little bit. Like, I resonate with his sullenness, but I can't put words to it. I can't name it and call it like, oh, he's depressed because he feels bad about killing people, or he's mad because he should have done the plan that Hayato recommended from the start, or whatever. It's unclear to me precisely what he's feeling, and that's okay. And again, and similarly, I think that we get some elements of Shinji like seeded here. The times when Shinji cracks and snaps and goes utterly berserk, it's shocking. It's like, why are you acting this way? I don't understand this character at this moment. And I think that's a really interesting thing, because we put, as viewers, we put a lot of stock into being able to point to the character and go, oh, that character is feeling XYZ, and I know that because the story has told me XYZ, right? But I think there's something really important about having characters that you don't understand precisely why they're doing what they're doing or going through what they're going through. And characters with more complicated motivations, I think, line up better with our individual experiences of the people around us. Because often people act in ways that don't make sense to us. They probably make sense to them, but they may not be able to even express verbally why they're acting the way that they're acting. A lot of people don't understand why they're acting the way that they're acting, but they understand that they're feeling something, and maybe are able to put that into words, maybe not. But I think having characters who are acting out and not understanding why they're doing that is more real to the real world interactions that we have between ourselves and other people, because a lot of people are unable to express why they feel the way that they feel, or why they're doing what they're doing. And a lot of people act in irrational ways with no justification. And like, it's not that uncommon to talk to somebody who's acted out like a week later, and they'll be like, I have no idea why I was acting like that. Like, no idea what was going through my head. And that's kind of scary, and it's kind of very human, and I think it humanizes Amuro in this moment. You know, if he's just a kid who, and I think that this is probably a counterpoint to a lot of the super robots that were a genre convention at this point, or at least a lot of the pilots of those super robots who are just like, yeah, I'm gonna be a hero and defeat the bad guys and drive my dad's robot, yay! Amuro's not like that at all, right? He has some clear goals, some clear desires. He wants to protect people. He gets in the robot in the first place because he wants to do something. He wants to prevent people from dying. But how those goals line up now that he's just a machine destroying people on the battlefield, How do they line up with having to take orders? He doesn't like Bright very much. He doesn't listen to Hayato very much. He tries to run things a lot. And maybe he needs, maybe it's easier to fight as an individual, but maybe it's better to fight as a team. And he's trying to figure that shit out to some extent. So I'm really interested by the characterization of Amuro in this episode. It's super intriguing. I'm also interested by some of the characterization of Char in this episode because it's kind of a little bit of a head tilt inducer when he goes like, oh, maybe Garma, my good friend, would just die in battle and I'd be able to use that to my advantage. Or maybe I'd be able to swoop in and save him and use that to my advantage. Mwahaha. It's not like evil, but it's a bit of a disregard for his supposed friend's life and safety in exchange for like his own ranking and like good favor from the admiral. So that's pretty interesting stuff. There's a lot going on in this episode, man. And then there's the sort of battle for control of the whole operation between Bright and fully have forgotten the dude's name. Scruffy-headed dude who yells at children. That guy. Bad commanding officer man. I don't remember his name. Fuck him. Sorry. I hope that he's not a continuous recurring character who eventually people come to like. I know that like people have been commenting like, oh, you might get to like Kai at some point. I love Kai, right? I don't like Kai very much right now, partly because he seems to always be hitting on Sayla, which is a big no-no in my book. But maybe that other guy will come around. I sure hope not. I like disliking him. I hope we get to drop him off at a Federation station soon. Side note, it would be nice to get to a Federation station in general, period. Okay, regardless, that's episode 6 of Gundam. We'll have to see how all of these character interplays continue on into the next episode, which we're going to watch right now. So let me take a breaky thingy, do a sinky thingy, and I'll be back in a second for episode 7 of Mobile Suit Gundam. See you in a moment. Peace. All right, welcome back. We are good to go for Mobile Suit Gundam episode 7, The Core Fighters Escape. Interesting. I guess we're gonna have to run the fuck away. Got myself a refill of tea, or a tea fill. Instant regret. Gonna pull this page out so that I can still look at it, and let's get going on episode 7 and see where we go from here. I assume that Amuro is still going to be a bit of a sad boy, so let's see how that plays out. Got the episode up. It's at 0 seconds. Beep beep timer. Let's go. We could come up with a whole set of TikTok dance moves off of just the last episode of Gundam. If we use the OP as well. We got the Sayla like back and forth. We got the raise the roof. We got the swing your lightsaber back and forth. Sorry. Just a ridiculous idea. Oh my god. Sayla's run is 100%. It's the twist from the time when the twist was a thing. You'd see both men and women like constantly, right? Just remembered some like old footage that I've seen of that kind of stuff. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. So are we gonna meet Cassilia? Sekilia? Whatever. Ah, still refugees. Shit. I want to get off this ship. Where are my grandkids? Yeah. So everybody's working on stuff. He's just drinking coffee. Where is Amuro? Crap. Oh, good. Amuro is helping. Oh. Yeah, in the middle of Zeon territory? They're just gonna kill them. No! Yes! Still. You're legit considering that? You were forced to. Do not stage a rebellion. Do not stage a mutiny rebellion. To what target? What are you going to do in just the core fighter, though? Yeah. Shit. Gotta try something. All right. Reasonable. Suicidal, but reasonable. It'll succeed. It's our only hope. Yes, good. Read. March. Maple. What the fuck? Read. Oh, a house. It's got a cool shield. Flip. Damn right I did. Yeah, it really was. He's still eating. Dude, we have refugees who need that food, my man. Yeah. Fuck. I love the way that they all ran in. That was great. Are those the kids? What the fuck, guys? Good job, Frau. Like 2? 18. Oh, 2 hours in combat. Well, I'm not actually a soldier, dude. Thanks, bro. Yes. Yeah. Oh, he's putting his faith in everybody. All right, dude. All right, dude. Yeah, I know, dude. Hey, you're gonna get fucking punched. Thank you. Get punched. Yeah, you fucking suck, dog. Oh. What the fuck? What a dingus. Full dingus behavior. Why are you doing that? He's about to go on a death-defying mission to save everybody, I assume. Like, why are you antagonizing him? Come on, man. You jelly? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, a Lugun. Man, but I was just having tea. Mm. Komusai? Mmm. Just to make contact using the core fighter. Hello. What a cool double tension. Yeah. Are you wearing a pressure suit? Like, I assume that the suit works as a pressure suit. Nope, you're fully losing consciousness. Yep, okay. That's expected behavior. Sick. Oh, convenient. All right. All right. Zooming. All right, tension on board. Yeah, we shouldn't need this. They're not going to hurt them, and we shouldn't be threatening them. We would love to make that happen, fam. We are currently in enemy territory. Whoa, that was a voice. Yeah. We're under attack constantly. How? We're under attack constantly, my man. That's an unreasonable request. We had to do something dramatic. That's fully false. Is that Mirai? Reed just chilling. Uh-oh. God, fuck off, dude. I know I said at the beginning, I was like, oh, man, maybe he'll actually grab. Fuck off, dude. Keep getting negative points. Oh, he's unconscious. That's what's up. Shit. Fully lost all blood to the brain for a minute, and he hasn't snapped back yet. Uh-oh. Wake up, Amuro. We need you awake, bud. We need you up and at him. Shard's gonna shoot you down, dude. Make sure you're not accidentally targeting Amuro, Kai. Sure. Such a fucking badass, Char. Oh, they won't hit us. Amuro, we need you right now, my man. Yup. Eyes open, bud. Hello. Watch out, fam. Evasive maneuvers. Yep, that looks like good evasive maneuvers. Ah! Of course. Really? You're in a fighter. Oh, zooming. Yeah, but Char's driving, dude. Ooh, some great shots. Ooh, some great dogfight shots. I'm loving it. Pew pew, motherfucker. How do you know that Char is... Okay, whatever. Oh. Damn. Yo, don't follow him, Amuro. You got a mission. Ah. So shoot him. Damn it. Get the fuck out. But he has to make contact, man. But he has to make contact, man. What the f... Thank you! Fucking thank you, Bright. Hell yes. You still have the audacity to smirk. Little bitch. Fuck. I'm sorry for using that word. Piece of shit. Jesus. All right. Cool. Hell yeah. Hell no. Maybe not. Well, that's pretty rad. Yes, you do. You did it in orbit. All right, more pressure, more pressure, more pressure. Oh, reuse. But it's of like a great shot, so I don't care. Snag. Oh, that's awesome. Whoop. Ah, my stomach. Plop, plop. Rad. Rad. You can do it. We're all just flying by the seat of our pants, man. And you're pretty sick. Let's go. Pew! Make the jump. Pew! Ah, another cut in. That's great. Love it. Love Char. Let's fight in free fall. Ooh, new track. Spooky new track. Nani? Char? Wow, he's zooming. I don't think so. But it's gonna be super cool to watch you try, my man. Okay, really ominous piano. Right above you. Ah! The red comet. Oh my god, he's kicking. I don't know what that means, but sounds pretty cool. Fully in the middle of a war right now. Okay. All right. I mean, that's fine. Sure, just obstruct a battle that will kill all of us. That's good. Wow, we're getting walloped. What is that? No! Switch to laser swords? Ha. Ha. Jesus, Char. Fully shooting missiles out of the sky. So badass. So badass. Ah, he's out. Uh-oh. Okay, he can just land. Hmm. Yeah, it's really, really strong, dude. Nutty. It's just one form. Oh, it's terrifying. Cool. Grr, I wanted... Oh, he took an order. That felt bad. Char did not like that. Yes. Yes. Kind of being difficult. Nobody. What the fuck? Oof. Thank you, Mirai. Good interruption. Damn right. I would count on Mirai. Ugh, infuriating. Hi, Haro. Hello, children. Only on the inside. Can somebody get Reed out of that chair? Confine him to a room, please. Fuck that guy. Oh, the Earth. It's pretty. And at least we're safe for the moment. Ah, very frustrating episode. Very frustrating episode. Not because it's bad in any sense, but because, honestly, because it's good. Because we've got, like, different factions at play here. We see all of these refugees on their like, last straw, freaking out, wanting to get to Earth as soon as possible. We've got Reed kind of fucking around, being really annoying. We've got Kai being extremely dickish. I said near the beginning of this one, like, oh, some people said that Kai gets better or they come to like him. I don't see it, man. I see somebody who's actively pushing the buttons of people who need to succeed on their missions for the safety of everybody, and he's just antagonizing them for no fucking reason while smirking. Huge props to Reed for punching him in the face. What the fuck, Kai? What the fuck are you on about, man? Like, infuriating. Okay, so Char and Garma working on strategy. Everybody in here working on figuring out a way to get some kind of communication to Federation HQ. I mean, the episode is called Escape of the Core Fighter, but it's the failed escape of the Core Fighter because we do launch and take off and go blasting off into space, but get immediately taken down, immediately tracked down by Char and Garma and their whole squad and all that shit, mostly by Char's quick action and jumping in the capsule and running it. And then there's this tension that's delaying our action on our side. I guess to some extent, this demonstrates to us like and I think it's thematic throughout the episode because there's also the element of like, oh, we can't shoot missiles at them because we might hit the core fighter, and we don't want to do that, right? The friendly fire idea. But there's an advantage in war to not caring about civilian casualties or not caring about shooting your own fighters out of the sky, because then you can shoot more weapons and bigger weapons more indiscriminately, right? So I think that there's an intent here to say like, oh, part of the reason that our characters are the good guys is because they're actively trying to resolve conflicts in a peaceful manner when they can, and actively trying to avoid hurting other people, except when absolutely necessary to ensure their own survival, right? And that means trying to negotiate with these old people who are effectively terrorists in this moment, right? Like effectively what they're doing is terrorism. They are threatening children in order to get their voice heard by the people who are ruling over this ship. And the thing that they're requesting is genuinely ridiculous. They want to be let off in Zeon-controlled territory where they will probably be killed summarily executed immediately, right? Like, we don't know how evil the Zeons really are, but that's the impression that is given to us over the course of this episode, that that's a fucking bad idea. But it is also an idea that we say in the very beginning of the episode, if we were to drop those people off, then we could reach orbit and we'd be able to get out of Zeon-controlled space effectively and be able to communicate with Federation-controlled, like, headquarters and whatnot, right? So there are massive benefits to not fighting to protect the people who are on this ship right now. If we just dump them and call it their game, their loss, right? We get to survive. Almost guaranteed. And all of our characters refuse to do that, except Kai, who recommends it in the beginning, right? And I get that he's trying to be some level of pragmatic here, but fuck you, man. Fucking hell. I will say that the ideas of this little mini mutiny are really stupid. It doesn't make any sense, and it's dumb. but it is what it is. Fucking Kai, really annoying. Really great tense scene that we shoot Amuro off in the core fighter and he goes unconscious, so we're unable to contact him until it's kind of too late. And it becomes a really awesome dogfight sequence once he wakes up and starts attempting to evade fire from Char and from all of these other fighters and stuff. It's really kind of awesome. Yeah, here you go. He bit off more than he could chew. Fucking fuck off. What did I do? Oh, what's your problem? He doesn't really understand and he won't really learn. Not yet. So that's unfortunate. Yeah, we fire more guys, got away, there's the white base, and he manages to get away. And then is immediately thrown into the next combat, right? We need you in the Gundam, falling out of space, fighting Char 1v1 with physical weaponry. Amazing. Really, really crazy. So I think I really like episode 6 a lot better than this one. There's some cool stuff with Char piloting his mech, and the play between the internal storyline and the external storyline, the stuff that's going on with Amuro versus the stuff that's going on White Base is pretty cool. And there are some pretty cool like dogfight and Char fight sequences. This one where he's just dodging missiles and shooting missiles out of the sky is fucking rad. And how pissed he gets that he doesn't actually get to succeed in this moment is pretty serious. And Amuro has a serious struggle trying to express how he feels to these people. Like, what the fuck are you doing? We're trying to all survive here. Why aren't we on the same page? Also, mad props to Mirai for being kind of a momish sort of factor, and using bits of distraction to prevent things from escalating further. It's really great. Yeah, this episode is cool. I want to check whether this episode was AD'd by Yas. So let me check ANN. Yeah, it was. 6 and 7 are both AD'd by Yas. Well, in that case, I'm gonna check Sakagaburu and see if anything interesting shows up. Just 3 cuts. I'll pull them up. Boom, boom, boom. So a Yas correction on Char and his boy flying up in the place. Cool. This whole thing, fully artist unknown, but GK posted 7 months ago. Super cool. Yeah, this sequence, I'm glad that I see this on Sakagaburu because I would have missed it just running through. Especially the kicking at his shield from Char's. Oh, and then the big face explosions. Super, super cool. And then, of course, the missile dodging and missile shooting. This cut actually goes on a little bit further in a really fantastic way. And then this one is presumed Yas, but this is the punch. Boom! Ow, what the fuck, man? I was just trying to be a dick. God. Oh, he's such a Cody. Sorry if your name is Cody. It's a specific reference to a character in Dimension 20's The Unsleeping City Season 2, who is just like, he's a Hot Topic guy. He's just like, God, fuck, why does everybody hate me? I'm not like mean or anything. God. Just very much that sort of a guy, and Kai makes me feel exactly the same way. Ugh. Except that Kai isn't doing it tongue in cheek. It's not funny. He's just a brat. He really, really frustrates me. So I think this is a cool episode with some really cool concepts involved, especially if we take the idea that our goodness actually hampers us and prevents us from achieving our goals effectively, which again is reminiscent in a lot of ways of Legend of the Galactic Heroes and how like the democracy versus empire stuff plays out in Ginga Eiyu Densetsu is very frequently that the empire, because it doesn't care as much and because it's able to make specific decisions very quickly, is much faster to act and much more decisive in its actions than the slow plodding democracy that constantly has to weigh like the cost benefit analysis of every action and every military strategy and all of that stuff. Where Reinhardt is totally willing to sacrifice his own forces in order to succeed, Young is not, right, for the most part. So there's an element of that I think is a cool undercurrent here, especially coming off of some of Amuro's like shock at his own actions in battle during the last episode. Again, not sure entirely how to read those, but the frustration of acting and putting his own life on the line in order to save these people, and just to have them say like, let us off the ship, let us off the ship, we want to get off the ship, and to go so far as to take hostages and such is really scary. There's also the line from one of the older guys who says that in order to speak to you as equals in this military situation, we had to take hostages. I don't think that the ends justify the means there. I think it's just flat wrong to threaten children, even if you don't have the intent to go through with it. Just to use that as a bargaining chip is utterly foolish, because like it puts a lot of trust into Bright and some of the others that they're not just going to walk in and start shooting you because you've threatened kids. Like, totally reasonable thing to happen in this situation. You are now mutinying in the middle of combat. That's not gonna fly. Like, you will be forcefully removed from the bridge immediately. So I don't know about that whole deal, but it does make an interesting, like, dual tension between that as, like, a B plot and then the A plot of Amuro flying off in the core fighter and trying to get comms to Federation HQ. Interesting pair of episodes. I think episode 6 is really stellar. There's just so much in it and so much emotion in it. Unfortunately, I was kind of hoping that we would spend some time playing off of that, right? Like, we show Amuro sink into what may be a deep depression, and then in this episode he's just out there helping, and I want to know what happened in between there, right? Like, did Amuro just wake up the next day and sort of buck up and take a big deep breath and go, all right, I guess we gotta do this because we gotta do this? I would have liked to see that scene. I would have liked to have that moment of Amuro, even if what he's doing in the story is repressing and suppressing the way that he feels in order to be effective in combat the next episode. I would have liked to see that, because I think that's an important part of character development. Because we just sort of gloss over it, Amuro goes to sleep, next day Amuro is on the bridge trying to do what he can do. It makes it less meaningful to me. So I would have liked to see that moment. I'm sure we're going to get more moments like that in the future as we struggle with the nature of war and combat that we've been sucked into. But I would have liked to see a little bit more of that during the beginning of this episode. But I understand that they had a lot of stuff to do, and that wasn't the point of this episode, so fair enough. All in all, a good pair of episodes, very, very interesting. I don't know what's going to be coming and happening next week, but I guess we're going to be trying to get over to Federation Space, and Garma and Char are going to be stopping us. Power Squad Sharma. What happens when Garma starts selling like prescription drugs? He becomes Big Pharma. What happens when Garma has to give up being a soldier and become an expert of agriculture? He becomes a pharma. What happens when Char and Garma do the fusion dance? They become Sharma. What happens when Garma puts on a suit of metal plate? He's wearing Arma. I'm sorry. I came up with a bunch of these before the episode, and I had to use them. Anyway, that's hard pivot. This has been Gundam episodes 6 and 7. I hope you've enjoyed them as much as I have. I hope to see you next week for more. If you want next week's episodes a little bit early, they'll be up on the Patreon sometime the day that this one goes live on the YouTubes. So check that out if you'd like to, or if you'd like to support what I'm doing and watching cool, fun shows like this. It's good. I enjoy it, and thank you for all of you who are supporting me in doing so. So it's really cool. Yeah, that's a wrap. I'll see you next week. Peace.